The name Black Bridge Brewery comes from a small bridge just a few kilometers south of town. You can kind of see it as you come over a hill, and it just has the prairie rolling behind it. It's quiet, very quiet out there. And it's a place that a lot of people go to get family photos, wedding photos. It's just a beautiful place in Swift Current.
I'm Clayton Stenson. I'm the co-founder and brewmaster at Black Bridge Brewery in Swift Current, Saskatchewan.
My name's Carrie Stenson. I'm the co-founder of Black Bridge Brewery.
Who do you run Black Bridge Brewery with, Carrie?
Myself and my husband, Clayton, run it. The whole idea of the brewery just sort of sprouted from Clayton's home brewing. He converted our basement bathroom into the brewery, and it became sort of an obsession of his.
Frankly, it interfered enough with my home life that it only made sense.
And I kind of thought, why not look at it more as an opportunity for us to start a business and work together? And that's kind of where it all started from.
I think my wife and I decided about maybe 2.5 years ago that it was time to start looking at it seriously.
I was a stay-at-home mom, and both of our kids got to that age where they were at school full-time, and I wanted to go back to work. I didn't think I could necessarily fit into a traditional job anymore because I needed some sort of flexibility. So that's kind of where I thought maybe opening our own business would offer that flexibility for us.
She began working hard on a business plan, and I started working hard on recipes and just kind of fine-tuning my game, and we went from there. We're a craft brewery. We're not huge by any means. We are a distribution brewery, meaning we don't strictly sell off premises. We do have the ability to distribute into Saskatchewan and Alberta. We're currently distributing 3 beers. We have our Centennial Rye Ale, a Milk Stout, and an IPA. Our Centennial Rye Ale, it's just a recipe I probably came up with 3 or 4 years ago. Basically took inspiration from a lot of beers being brewed in the Northwest US. It uses about 15% unmalted rye, which kind of really gives the beer a grainy, spicy character. The Milk Stout is, it's a rich beer, really big body. You could almost stand a spoon straight up in it, that kind of beer. It's great with a scoop ice cream in it. The IPA, it's one of my favorite beer styles. It's quite bitter. One thing I really like about the IPA is it's great before eating food because it kind of gets you salivating and craving food a little more just because it is so bitter, and has a really nice aroma in the end. It's quite floral and citrusy as well, but quite a bit more so than our Centennial Rye Ale. And it's a bigger beer at 7%. You know, a nice nightcap or a sipping beer.
Clayton, the craft brewer, he's the same now as he was then. Very particular about his recipes, very particular about brewing, making sure that the beer was exactly the way that he wanted it to be. So that's kind of why I thought that he would fit into craft beer and brewing on a large scale, because he was so particular about what he was making.
I'm sure the guys on the floor out back, they probably grow tired of me looking over their shoulder and grilling them on every step of the process, but they all seem to they all seem to love it as much as I do. Go ahead. Yeah.
How does it feel to be my own boss? It feels scary at times because of the uncertainty of owning your own business and not knowing what's going to happen the next day. We do have small kids, so, wondering what's going to happen in the future and, that kind of thing. But at the same time, it's rewarding and knowing what we've created is ours. And that kind of balances out the scary part, for sure.
Is it worth it?
It's definitely worth it. Yes. Anyone that has an entrepreneurial spirit or drive to start something themselves understands that when you start your own business and create what you dreamt of doing, in your heart that's what you were supposed to do, right? So yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Carrie, that is all the questions I have. Is there anything you want to add that we didn't ask you?
Do you want a beer? That's sort of the question that I ask everyone.
That's a yes.
Yes. Okay, good.
A cut?